Today and tomorrow, we're going to use this video. So this is for 9.08, and tomorrow we're just going to do practice, so it'll also be for 9.09. But we're going to combine two things. We're going to combine the unit circle and trigonometry, which we learned last quarter. So remember, for sine, cosine, and tangent, a good acronym to remember to help us with the ratios and the fractions is SOHCAHTOA. So sine of an angle is the opposite side over the hypotenuse. Cosine is the adjacent over the hypotenuse. And then tangent is opposite divided by adjacent. So SOHCAHTOA can help us remember those things. So now we're going to do trigonometry, and we're pretty much going to do it in our heads. So we won't need a calculator, and we're going to do that using the unit circle. So for example, a special triangle we've been talking about is a 45, 45, 90 with a hypotenuse of 1 on the unit circle. And we know the sides are square root of 2 over 2 and square root of 2 over 2. So if I wanted to find the sine of 45, well, I know sine is opposite divided by hypotenuse. So if I look at this 45-degree reference angle, the opposite side is square root of 2 over 2. And the hypotenuse is 1. So divided by 1. Another way to write this, because that looks weird with double fractions, opposite divided by hypotenuse, I could write division like this. And anything divided by 1 is just itself. So the sine of 45 is just the square root of 2 over 2. So sine 45 equals square root of 2 over 2. So that's my answer, and I did that in my head using the unit circle. Now, if you type that in your calculator, if you type sine 45 in your calculator, you'll get an answer that's like 0.707. Well, square root of 2 over 2 is 0.707. So we don't even need a calculator anymore. We can do trigonometry in our head. So let's look at what is tangent of 45. Well, I know tangent is the opposite side over or divided by the adjacent. So if this angle is 45, this is my opposite. So square root of 2 over 2, the opposite, divided by the adjacent is next to that reference angle. So tangent of 45, anything divided by itself is just 1. So tan 45 is equal to 1. So if you type tan 45 in your calculator, you'll get 1. So we're just doing what our calculator does, but we're actually writing it out and using those triangles. So now we can do it without a calculator. So let's do a full example and how I would start if I didn't have a triangle. So let's say I want to figure out sine of 45, negative 45. So first I got a graph. Where does this go? So negative 45, I know the negative direction's down here. So here is a negative 45. Oh, that was an ugly line. Let me try again. Shaky today. So this is a 45-degree reference angle in the negative direction. So my triangle, I got to draw that. My reference triangle. And I know for a 45, 45, 90, the sides are square root of 2 over 2 and square root of 2 over 2. Now we should always check our signs because I'm in quadrant 4. So I'm going right and down. So this is actually negative. Negative square root of 2 over 2 for the down. Boom. And I know my hypotenuse is 1. So if I want sine of negative 45, I know sine is opposite over hypotenuse because of SOHCAHTOA. So for sine of negative 45, I got to do the opposite side of this reference angle. The opposite side is negative square root of 2 over 2 divided by the hypotenuse. And I know my hypotenuse is just 1. Anything divided by 1 is just itself. So sine of 45 is just equal to negative square root of 2 over 2. So on your calculator, if you typed in sine of 45, you would get negative 0.707 or negative square root of 2 over 2. So that's our final answer. We just did trigonometry using the unit circle to get our answer. And now we don't even need the calculator. Kind of cool that we could do trig in our head. So I want you to try cosine of 30. Pause the video, give it a try, and then I'll go over the answer. So 30 degrees, 45 would be halfway. So 30 degrees is a little less than halfway. So somewhere around here. So that is a 30-degree reference angle. So here's my first part, how far over on the right, how far up and down to get there. So there's my 30, 60, 90 triangle. Remember, if I have a 30, 60, 90, across from the 30, the side is 1/2. Across from the 60, the side is square root of 3 over 2. So those are the sides I need to add here. So this side is square root of 3 over 2. Draw my reference triangle. Across from the 30 is 1/2. So now that we drew the triangle, we can do trigonometry. So I need cosine of 30. And I know SOHCAHTOA. Always write this down. It's just a good tool. So cosine is adjacent divided by hypotenuse. So my reference angle is this 30 degrees. The adjacent side next to is square root of 3 over 2. That's my adjacent side. Then I'm going to divide by the hypotenuse. And you'll notice a lot of times when we divide by the hypotenuse is just 1. So it's really easy. So cosine of 30, anything divided by 1 is itself. So cosine of 30 is just square root of 3 over 2. So if you put square root of 3 over 2 in your calculator, it's 0.86 something. It goes on forever. So if you type in cosine of 30 on your calculator, you'll see it's 0.86. So we just figured out the answer using that unit circle. So what's the key to evaluating trig ratios on the unit circle? Well, there's a few things. First, always draw the reference angle and the reference triangle. So you got to draw the triangles, you got to label the sides. And then we just use SOHCAHTOA to find what's the sine, cosine, or tangent of whatever that reference angle is. So kind of cool that we could do trig in our heads. Back in the day, this is what people did before they had calculators. But now we have calculators, so it makes it easier. But on like an SAT or a Regents, a lot of times there's a no calculator section, and they make you do trig problems like this, and you got to use the unit circle.